Today, this is not just a gathering for a book launch. It is an excuse for me to connect the virtual world of mine with the real world. As far as this particular book is concerned, Pluck Out the Heart. It's a project which is a result of the feedback, of the creativity, of the imagination of 5 authors. 5 authors who have got together purely and purely for the love of reading and writing. And the very fact that we are here today in a bookstore adds another charm to this particular book. As far as Pluck Out the Heart is concerned, I have not written horror stories before. I've written about love, romance, thrillers. I've written poetry, fiction, non-fiction. But horror? No, that was something, as Nikhil had mentioned about listening to horror stories when you're small. When parents don't want you to trouble them, they send you to the Badi Didi or somebody and ask them, "Usko busy rakho." So I've heard horror tales like that. I did enjoy them. Maybe it's the dark side of me. I did enjoy them then. I used to watch horror movies. I used to like them then too. But I suppose as you grow up and you reach another stage of your life, and that is when I got married. So you could take it 2 ways. It could be that either my marriage itself was a big horror story, or else I was so happy that I didn't need any horror stories anymore in my life. So before I move on to anything further about this, Shri D.J. Narayan sir, thank you very much for gracing this occasion. You've taken out your valuable time.
It's a pleasure being here.
Thank you very much. And right after him, I need to say this to all of you gathered here. We would not be here today, or any other author would not exist if you, the readers, would not be there to read the books and to tell us what you feel about them, what you feel about the stories, about the characters, about the plot, about the storyline. It's not that what comes in the book is of excellent quality. It is you who decide it. So before I move on, I leave this entirely to all of you. When we hope that you will pick up the books down store there, and you will give us your feedback, as Nalini had mentioned. So coming back to how I happened to write this these horror stories, Neelam had actually, she has read my work before, I have read her work before, when we hadn't known each other. It's like, it's very easy there itself. we published our stories, our poems in magazines, in the same magazines, and at the, many times it has happened at the same time. We've read our names, but we haven't known each other. And then when we came across each other online and we connected, and it was like, I've read your work there in this magazine. Yes, I read your work too. Oh, is it you? Oh, is it you? So it was like, you can call it ED in one way, and it was like bonding in another way. So when Neelam came up with this particular project, and she said, "Shail, why don't you try writing on horror?" I said, "Neelam, I've written on other themes and genres, but horror, pata nahi, I don't know how will it be." I said, "Why don't you make a try, just a try?" So I personally believe that each one of us, we aren't perfect, and we have a dark side to us, each one of us. It's hidden somewhere under the layers of maybe the kind of good persona we try to present to the society, or we tell ourselves that these are the desires or kind of vibrations which we shouldn't emit to the people, but it's there. So the only way I could weave a dark story or a horror tale was bring out the dark side of me somewhere. So now, please don't get wary of me. I'm just like all of you. It's just that being a creative person, and when you write something, you need to bring out all those kinds of vibrations from within you. You do observe the world. You do see a lot of people of different kinds. You pick up something from there. You pick up something, a tale you read somewhere, and then you try to think that suppose I was in that position. Suppose I was one of those characters. What would I do? And it's very easy to think that, we are the main character, and then it's very good. You are the hero or the heroine, and then everything good is happening. But what if you were the dark character yourself? How would it be? So thanks to Neelam, I was able to do this, and it was an experience in itself. My family, my husband, Om, and Vinod, my son, will vouch for that, because this experience of writing a story has been truly electrifying, or truly horrifying, if I would say, and they have been really very, very patient. And I owe due credit to them for being patient while I weaved all these stories and circumstances in my brain, and they would wonder, why is Mama acting like this, or why is Shell behaving in a different kind of manner today? So then, it finally came down to, okay, she's writing a horror story, okay, that's it. So this is about the book, Nikhil. I need to go to Nikhil. Nikhil, the publisher, as Sri D.J. Narayanji had rightly mentioned, he came up with this initiative to publish this book. Now see, we can write a million stories, but if we don't have a publisher who's willing to take the risk to come up with a book like this, to experiment with something which is not very popular with the normal stereotype kind of audience, so that is what is important. So Nikhil, thank you for coming up with this. Nikhil is a very warm and cooperative person. I need to say cooperative because when you are an author, the publisher needs to be a very open-minded person who's open to all kinds of situations, circumstances, and of course your storyline plots. Then Nalini, she is a very warm person. She is my emotional teacher ji. So if you read her stories, you will find that emotion there, very much there, and sometimes it does seep into her real life. So that's the easy part. Then Sagar, the youngest, chilled out guy of our block. He's a class apart. He's the youngest guy, and at his age, he's come out with brilliant stories, which I hope when you read, you'll come to know, and you will liken them too. I'm not mentioning much about Neelam because you already know about her. She's mentioned about herself, and her books are there all over. So you will know how she writes. Her work doesn't need any words. So with this, I would like to say thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing your valuable time with us. And before I conclude, I would like a short reading. Actually, I remembered what Nikhil said about the mortuary. So I'm going to read something similar. It is there in one of my stories. It's page 128.
पढ़ने का टाइम बता देंगे सुबह पढ़िए रात में मत पढ़िए नीचे इंजूरियस तो
नहीं सर, अगर आप रात में पढ़ेंगे तभी उसका इफेक्ट अच्छा रहेगा।
मैंने दोपहर में पढ़ा था वार्निश 2-3 दिन तक चला
सर जी ऐसे मत बोलिए, केस हो जाएगा।
नहीं लिख दीजिए ये लेवल तो इसको इंस्पायर्ड करके कुछ कर रहा This is all fictional करेंगे, we have no responsibility for any
नया प्रिंट छापना पड़ेगा।
So it's page 128 from the story, Care and Beyond. The door to the mortuary was locked. The ward boys had done their duty and gone back. The windows of the mortuary suddenly flew open, and indeed, you could hear voices of crying, of wailing, of pleading. A normal glance revealed nothing. Just some huge steel cupboards marked with numbers, while some metal cots had fresh corpses lying on them, covered with the typical white hospital sheets. But the paranormal eye revealed a lot. A room filled with spirits in pain, longing to be set free. Caught between two worlds, they roamed desperately, trying to move on, but in vain. The fat lady's genuine repentance set her husband free from his pain, and he recovered back to a peaceful and normal life. Shikhar was happy. He wondered why humans fail to realize, while alive, how valuable life was and how important being happy was. Being spiteful, vengeful, only hastened the death process and the suffering that came with it en route. So I have only started off with the mortuary and I've come to the... I'm not telling you any more because if I tell you anything more, it will be giving away of the plot. So thank you once again for coming for this book launch. Thank you once again.
So,